maybe felt like I was. Good morning and welcome back to the channel. Somebody's in a really good mood today. After last week, we delivered those, I don't know, pulverized garnets or whatever it was to Denver. We pulled another totally uninteresting load of salt from Lyons, Kansas, back up to Sioux City. But this week, I thought maybe driver's ed in Lamar's has 2 classes, and they're about 2 weeks apart. And I really thought we were going to get the tap to do the second one, which is coming up in a couple of days. But Carrie was like, no, I can't be selfish and have you guys here for everything. So
instead, she's sending us to Florida.
Which, I don't know, I've got some plans going on in my little pea brain up here, but I don't know if any of them are going to come to fruition.
I don't know if we're going to have enough time to do anything.
Right. We are headed down to Ocala and Ocoee area, and one of the last time we delivered down there, I think that's when we took our airboat tour. Yeah.
Which we are going to have almost 24 hours between our stops.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the activity that I want to do might not be close enough for us to actually do it.
We'll see.
But you know, Enterprise is my friend, so we might just go do it anyway. This year is our 30th wedding anniversary.
Woohoo!
My birthday is coming up in a couple of days.
Woohoo!
Yeah. So I might just be like, you know what? We're going to rent the car. We're going to go do the thing because it's something that I really, really want to do. But I'm not going to tell you about it because if it doesn't happen, I don't want you to be disappointed.
Yeah.
Regardless, we are just getting our day started. We are about to roll through Council Bluffs. And yeah, we've got a long road ahead of us before we get there. So settle in and get your popcorn ready because here we go. at the Midwest equivalent of about 12:30 in the morning. We stayed just outside of Atlanta last night, and we thought by getting up at 1 o'clock in the morning and hitting the road, we'd kind of like just slip through Atlanta without too much issue. Yeah, apparently there was some big, like, I don't know,
at least 4, maybe 6 cars.
Yeah, and what we heard on the radio was that debris was spread out for about a football field length. By the time it all cleared, an hour and a half later, we never saw any evidence of anything. The only thing we saw that proved that anything had happened was I saw like 5 cop cars, an ambulance, and a whole bunch of fuckery out on the road, including this hot mess. It was entertainment value. I mean, yeah, it was great.
Wish I had some dollar bills.
We made it down to Florida, and
not the semi.
Yeah, our motto is let no opportunity go unwasted. So a couple of days ago, we knew we were going to be here, so I went ahead and rented a car. We got a free upgrade because I rented a car. And
we've been trying for like 20 years to rent a Nissan Rogue. Every time we rent one, we get something else. Well, this time we rented something else, and now we got a Nissan Rogue.
So maybe that's the key to getting the Rogue. I don't know. We've been doing the same thing with the Volkswagen Jetta too, and we haven't gotten one of those either. So I don't know. We are in the Nissan Rogue. We have just left the truck stop at Ocala, Florida, and we are headed out on an adventure. I mean, go figure, right?
Shocker.
One of the things that I've always wanted to do, because I am so enamored with sea cows.
Manatees.
Manatees. I love them, and they are just so cool. Well, there's plenty of opportunity down here to snorkel with, swim with, all of that kind of stuff.
My load delivers at 7 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
But everything I've read online about this place, we may be there till noon, 1 o'clock.
In which case...
So we're kind of limited on what we can do tomorrow.
Yeah.
But we didn't get here till 11 o'clock, so now we're limited to what we can do today.
Right. I did find a place that does still they had 3 spots left for an afternoon manatee snorkel. So...
It's an hour and a half, it's an hour away, and we're an hour away.
Yeah. So I gotta hurry up and boogie over there. But it's supposed to be a 3-hour thing, and... let's cross our fingers. I know they say the hotter it gets, the fewer manatees you see. So
we're at least going to get wet.
Yeah. So let's go find out what happens at our manatee adventure. We'll see you guys there. That was different. I've never been in such shallow water for something before. And it was really shallow for most of the time.
4 to 6 foot.
Yeah. So they're like real big on keep your feet up.
Hover.
Yeah. My skin does feel pretty soft. I was like, yeah, it's going to feel like you just got out of the shower.
Not really.
Not quite. I mean, unless my shower comes with hairy grass. The sea cow touched me.
She got touched by a manatee.
I think I got touched by a fish. Pretty sure. Yeah, we did manage to find a couple of manatees. This time of year, they're mostly out to sea because the sea is warm. And we did manage to find a pair that were roaming around. And it was quiet. There were no other tour boats or anything around. It was just us. And once the kids settled in to the idea of the manatee, it got pretty quiet.
And it's so shallow that any movement stirs up all the silt on the bottom, so the water gets cloudy real quick.
Yeah, then
so you have to be pretty much right on top of a manatee to see it.
Yeah.
So that's probably the worst part of it.
I would definitely like to come back in the wintertime. They have preserve areas for the manatees that people aren't allowed to go into. And we've seen footage, like drone footage of them.
Hundreds of them.
They know where the ropes are. They keep the people away. I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did. So it's going to be all for today. And then get up in the morning and deliver. And tomorrow's tomorrow. So we'll see you tomorrow.
Tomorrow's awesome.
Flow-Rida. Who names shit? Manatees yesterday, delivery this morning. So it was like noon when we got out of there?
No, we got out of there right at noon, just like what I predicted.
And now we are headed to the cathedral. And I don't know anything about the history of this place, do you?
Very little. Well, it used to be a church or cathedral back in the day, and now it is a really awesome cigar lounge shop. Supposedly, yeah.
I guess we'll see you later. Florida, where we've just made the final delivery. And you know, our last delivery in Ocala had 20 cases extra that they didn't order, but they went ahead and kept it. When you know it, this location is 20 cases short. What are the odds that they're the same thing? 0. That's not what I'm here to talk about. I'm here to talk about last night's adventure at the Cathedral of Cigars in Tampa. Did a little bit of digging, turns out the church is 115 years old, and I think it's actually fairly recently converted into a cigar shop. And Carlos Fuente is actually a partner in that cathedral. So, of course, most of the cigars that are available for sale are either Fuentes or manufactured by Fuentes. Big surprise. And it's really cool when you get to see a place like that. There's a lot of history there, and it's just a neat rebirth for an old building. I wandered around snapping pictures all over the place. There's actually 3 levels to the shop there, or lounge, whatever. The main floor and the stage, piano bar, are open for anybody. And then they have what they call the halo that goes around on the 2nd story, and that is by reservation or when it gets really crowded downstairs. And then the 3rd level is for private members only. It's someplace that'll be, you know, if we're ever back down in this area, we'll definitely make it a point to get back through there. If you like AJ Fuente cigars, there's a good resource for them right there in Tampa. It's a decent sized humidor.
Yeah, I thought it was actually going to be a little bigger. For what it is, it's nice. Cathedral, they do have their own house blend cigars.
Yeah, they have four
different blends, and the 2 that I have are pretty good. Right now, we're just waiting on the next load.
Yeah, I had a good time here in Florida.
You did have fun.
Always have fun whenever we come to Florida. I do want to clear this up before we get to the end of this video. Us posting that video of that woman dancing out on the highway, I kind of want to address that before anybody can get into our comments about that. They were out in public. If they didn't want people to see it, they shouldn't have been out there doing it. If you're going to do it in public, expect to be videoed. Everybody's got a camera these days. You can't do anything without being videoed. So don't do stupid stuff in public, kids. Well, don't do stupid stuff. I think that's going to wrap it up for us this week. We usually tell you at this point in the video to like, share, and subscribe.
Tell all your friends.